When you're at the beach and someone's landing their kite, don't pretend that you don't see that kite. Good morning everyone, I am today in Western Australia. Behind me you can see the pond, the spot that I am going to ride in the afternoon. It's getting really crowded and not everyone that comes here knows the rules that apply to every kiteboarding spot in the world. You know, if you come to the beach and you're the only person kiteboarding, you can do whatever you want, like jump wherever you want, turn wherever you want. But that's as soon as there's another riders, there's certain rules that apply and you have to respect them to keep it safe, respect each other and have a good vibe while kiteboarding. First of all, find spot for your abilities. You want to make sure there is a kite school if you need rescue. You want to make sure there will be people that are going to help you launch and land your kite. You want to make sure that you know where it's learning zone and advanced zone so you don't interrupt these zones while you're enjoying your riding. When launching your kite, don't go upwind because it's gonna make the kite power up and the person holding your kite will have a really hard time holding to your kite. So remember, go downwind so your lines are tense but not powered up. Also, don't pull your bar because the same gonna happen. The person holding your kite will have a really hard time. You start pulling your kite when the kite is launching. Of priority. Starboard tack rider has priority.
Everyone experiences it when you're approaching another kiteboarder and you're just trying to figure out who gets the upwind tack and who goes downwind. And the worst is always trying to fight for the upwind tack with the same person. And a good rule that everyone should follow at every kite spot is just the person who's the starboard tack or has their right hand forward always has right of way and always gets to go upwind. So if you have your left hand forward, then give the other person right away and put your kite lower and they'll put their kite higher and then you can safely cross. The worst is when both people put their kites at 12 and are trying to figure out what to do and then you both have to stop. So it's just a simple rule. If you have your right hand forward, then you have right of way.
Don't short tack another rider.
When you get to a freestyle spot, you really need to pay attention and look where people are doing tricks. It's very dangerous for the freestylers and scary, especially when you see a spot where people are doing trick and then somebody's crossing the area. It's fine to cross the area, it's just you gotta wait your turn and then wait till nobody's coming doing a trick. So if you see somebody coming up, loading and popping, typically in the same spot, don't go crossing through that area. That's called a short tack. It's very dangerous, not only for you crossing, but it's also dangerous for the person doing the trick. You can rip a kite on the lines, you can actually hit each other. There's a million things that can happen, so just at all costs avoid crossing somebody's line when they're doing an air trick.
Another very important aspect is before you jump or before you turn around or do any maneuver, you have to look around to see if the area is clear.
Not just because it can be annoying, but because it's endangering them. And if you're trying to ride in and do a trick, you have to constantly watch someone that's potentially downwind and in front of you in case they turn around and don't know that you're upwind trying to do a trick. So if you're kind of riding in a small spot like the pond where there's riders of a higher level doing tricks, you should be pretty conscious about having a look behind and seeing if someone's coming and if it's clear to turn around.
And last but not least is when you're at the beach and someone's landing their kite, don't pretend that you don't see that kite. I mean, this is something I've been discussing with another riders that it's happening more often to us, that people, you know, they finish kiting, obviously they tired, they're chilling at the beach, but you know, you wanna respect other riders and help them out when they need someone to land their kite. Okay, this is the end of my video. I hope that you already knew all these rules, and I hope that you were already applying to all of them, but if you didn't, please make sure you do. I hope this video is just gonna help you, and it's gonna make our spots safer and gonna keep a good vibe while kiteboarding.